Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. It's that time of the week again. It's Friday. We're going to dollar cost average into the crypto market. I know I look tired today. I've been moonlighting the discords again, but it's enough of that. It's straight into the market. Let's go. So we're going to start here on coin market cap. The total market cap of crypto globally is down 1.27%. Love that. Great time to be dollar cost averaging into the crypto market, in my humble opinion. Total market cap is now at $3.13 trillion. And you can call me crazy. Many do. And you can call me whatever you like, to be quite frank. I don't care. But I do believe that we are going to see the biggest crypto bull run in crypto history. Obviously, not financial advice. Treat what I say with a pinch of salt. Do your own research. Never invest more than you're willing to lose, because you do risk losing all of your money if you invest in cryptocurrency. Contact a financial advisor before making any financial decisions, basically what I'm trying to articulate here. But I do think that there's some great opportunities in the crypto market. We look at the last 24 hours, right? We've got, a lot of projects down over 5%. And, there's some good ones here, right? Near Protocol, I think, is a really solid project. VChain, I mean, that's looking very, decent for, a DCA. You got Artificial Superintelligence Alliance, 24 cent. I might have to pick some more of this up at some point. Ondo, 48 cent, 86. Again, like, these projects I think are going to go on to do really, really well. Even Solana down 3.53%. So look, there's a lot of opportunities, and they're going to get into what I'm going to be dollar cost averaging into in a moment. But if we have a look at the actual portfolio, we're down 39.26% in the past. We've invested much higher than we currently have the prices at now. So look, it's great to see the red here. And again, a lot of people would be scared about this, but I'm not. I am really focused on the potential. I think that people are wrong. People think the bull run is over, and I think we haven't even started yet. And we're going to see a lot of money flood into this market. We're going to see a lot of people shook out. And I think, the big entities, the institutions have come in and they're doing their normal tactics, scaring everybody into oblivion. And ultimately, these people are going to have a lot of regrets, at least in my view and my opinion. Obviously, treat this purely as entertainment purposes only. Do your own research. But looking at the portfolio, you can see I'm not the best investor. We're down 39.26%. Obviously, I've got a lot to learn. I'm joking, of course. This happens, right? Like, we're down, as low as it can be, really. But I'm, of the conviction that we've invested in the right projects, and that's why I'm not worried. And I haven't over invested. Like, I haven't invested more than I'm willing to lose. I'm willing to lose everything that I put into this portfolio and everything that I put into crypto. Like, if it all goes to zero, which I don't think is going to happen, I'd be very surprised. Then my life doesn't change in the slightest, right? It's all about taking profits along the way. And I know that there's a few people out there that don't like to hear success stories of crypto influencers. So I'm going to refrain from talking about, the good that I do in the world with the money that I make in crypto, because people apparently don't want to hear that. Look, for me, I believe in Chainlink. I believe in XRP. I believe in Ethereum. I believe in Solana. I believe in Litecoin. I believe in HBAR strongly. I believe in AVAX, SUI, ADA, XLM, Ondo, ALGO, Artificial Superintelligence, World Mobile, Injective Protocol, Aptos, and Bitcoin. Maybe I'm crazy. Maybe they won't all perform and do what I expect they're going to do, but we only need a few to go beyond expectations to see some healthy profit. We saw this in 2020, 2021, the big bull run where, and I get it, a lot of people will say that, you could have invested in anything, these JPEGs on, NFTs and stuff. Like, and you're right, but not many people made good money. And like, I did a video that broke down everything that we talked about, 46 projects. If you invested $1,000 in each and every single one of them, you would have invested, I think it was like $46,000. It returned at its peak over $750,000. And yeah, there were some that didn't do very well, four, in fact. And what I would say is it's those four that are the only ones that I hear anybody talk about, right? And that is, the way it is with being a crypto influencer. And there's a lot of people, in the crypto influencer world that do these pumps and dumps. And I used to be scratching my head, why would people do this sort of stuff? And ultimately, like, the communities probably have to take a lot of the flack for how these people are these days, and these people, these bad actors. I personally sat here with the experience I've got now, multiple cycles doing YouTube. I think that the community is responsible for how these people turned out. I don't think any of these people, who came into doing crypto YouTube with the intent of scamming people or doing wrong. But I think that somehow they got there, and they got there because of the pure hatred towards anybody that has any success. So look, I want to stay on track, but at the same time, I kind of want to talk about stuff, right? This is, the human touch to what we're doing here. And there's a lot of people that are throwing mud. There's lots of people that, and when I say lots, it's a minority, right? More people are positive than negative, but there is a lot of people that are scared right now. And when you're scared and you're down and for example, this portfolio, you're 40% down, pretty much, give or take a percent here or there. There's going to be a lot of people that are down in the dumps thinking that this is over. And I guess the message that I'm trying to portray, poorly articulating here in this video, is that ultimately you've got to ask yourself, do you believe in these projects? Do you believe in these projects like I do? Because if you do, then all we've got right now is an opportunity. And obviously, I'm not a financial advisor, so I'm giving you my views, my opinions on stuff. That happens in this market. I'm giving you my thoughts, my opinions on how I feel about the portfolio. And I'm really positive, and I see this as a big opportunity. And why do I see this as a big opportunity? Well, when I look at a market that is fear, and when people are fearful, you should be greedy, and when people are greedy, you should probably be fearful, right? You've heard that saying. It's not mine, I'm not going to coin it, but like, these just look like really big opportunities to me. And I think the bottom's in, right? So I think that it's going to take time for money to flow into these markets and actually get down to the everyday individual. But ultimately, I'm excited about the fundamental shift in blockchain technology, a privacy layer being spoken about now, finally, something I've been banging on about for years. This can bring in billions and billions of people to crypto, to blockchain. Regulations are much more positive than they've ever been. Most of these altcoins that are in our portfolio have either just got a spot ETF or are on the verge of getting a spot ETF. This is all really positive stuff. But anyway, I digress. We're here to dollar cost average into the crypto portfolio, and we are going to invest in XRP. It's down 10.57% in the last year, and we're down in this red zone here. For me, I think it's a good opportunity, and I'm going to grab it with both hands. You don't have to, but I'm going to. This is about my portfolio journey, and I want it to support people on this channel, right? And I think getting some more XRP is a good thing, not a bad thing. Let me know if you agree or disagree in the comments below. But let's get buying. Let's just put 100%. We've got $108.22, and we're just going to buy XRP today. That's what we're going to do. We've got the order history here. We've bought at $2.08 and a little bit. We bought 51.788 XRP. So let's get to the portfolio here. We're going to add the transaction. We're going to select XRP here. And we're going to put the quantity in there, and we're going to save that. And then we're going to have a look at what that does to the portfolio. It puts XRP now second in the portfolio, just behind Chainlink. That is pretty immense. So yeah, look, the portfolio's changed ever so slightly. I think that we've got some really good projects in here. And I do think that ultimately this portfolio is going to become a little bit more well-rounded. And I think that, months from now in 2026, people are going to be very, very happy with the outcome of the blockchain, price saga that we're in at the moment is going to be something that people talk about in the future with their grandkids, and talk about how, you're watching this crazy guy on YouTube, giving his thoughts and opinions. And, you either wish you had followed, or, it's going to age like, milk. Who knows? Nobody's got a crystal ball. You do you. I'm doing me. I hope this was useful, informative. And if it was, hit the like button and subscribe. And I will catch you in the very next video, or maybe my AI twin will. Who knows?